Assalamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi, Barakatuh. Insha'Allah, together today we are going to start a new topic, and this topic today is Ash-shaddah. This is lesson number 9, and we are starting part number 1. So let us start. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wa bis-salah ala Rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We covered in our curriculum until the sukoon, the silent letters. And today, insha'Allah, we are going to start the new topic, which is shaddah. Ash-shaddah. So let us see what is ash-shaddah and how are we going to pronounce the letter that has shaddah on top of it. What is ash-shaddah? First of all, ash-shaddah is two letters that look the same. The first one is a silent letter. The second one has a movement, whether it's a fatha or a kasra or a dhamma, or even tanween, fathatin, kasratin, dhammatin. So the first letter is a sukoon letter, a silent letter. And the second one has a movement, whatever it is. If those two letters meet together in one word, for example, then it's going to be written like this. Here, a ba with this sign above. And this sign that looks like the head of the letter seen, this is shaddah, meaning that this letter consists of two letters. The first one is a sukoon and the second one is with a fatha. And that's why we can find a fatha on top of it. Same here. First letter is a sukoon and the second one is with a kasra. It's the same letter. Two same letters, identical letters, meeting each other in one word. The first one is a sukoon, the second one has a movement, then they are written like this, and this is called they merged. Those two letters, this sukoon letter merged into the letter with a movement and became one letter, but in the pronunciation we do not pronounce it as one, we pronounce it as two, a sukoon and the moved letter. In this case, this is a sukoon ba plus a kasra ba. Sometimes you will find the kasra written like this beneath the shadda sign, and sometimes you will find the kasra written beneath the ba, like in this case. So the shadda will be written above and the kasra will be written below. So it's sometimes written like this, and this is regarding the kasra, because the fatha is always above the letter and the dhamma is always above the letter. So here also, it's a ba sukoon, came after it a ba dhamma, so it's written like this, two letters, the first sukoon merged into the second and became a ba shadda with a dhamma. Okay, so this is the basic of the origin of the shadda, because there are other reasons, but whenever you find a shadda letter, then this is how we are going to pronounce it, as I'm going to show you now immediately. Now this one, this ba shadda, whatever it's a fatha or a kasra or a dhamma, it started with a sukoon letter, right? It begins with a sukoon letter. The first letter is a sukoon. Remember when we talked about the sukoon letters and we said that we cannot start our pronunciation with a sukoon letter? We need a helping and a supporting letter with a movement. Remember? So this is what we are going to do here also, that we are going to take the support of the hamza fatha. which we mentioned in the previous lesson of the sukoon, that the easiest letter is the Hamza Fatha because the exit of the Hamza is the furthermost part of the throat. So we can pronounce a Hamza Fatha and the other letter easily. So let us pronounce this one. It's a Hamza Fatha Ba Sukoon. How are we going to pronounce it? Ab. And then Ba Fatha Ba. So it's going to sound like this. Ab Ba. Ab Ba. Remember when we mentioned last time in the sukoon class lesson that the Ba, the makhraj, the exit of the letter Ba, closes and the sound terminates? It's very important to study lesson number 8 before you start lesson number 9. It's very important, okay? So this is what we said. The letter Ba is one of the hard letters. It has a hardness character, meaning that the sound does not run. And we mentioned also that it has qalqala, but we are going to apply the qalqala only if it's written like this. You see, just separately, just a Ba with a sukoon above. Otherwise, we do not make the qalqala in the Ba sukoon that has a shaddah on top of it. So this is how we pronounce it. Ab, the sound terminates and then we move with a fatha. Ab, ba. Don't open your lips and say ab, ba, ba. Again, don't say ab, ba, ba, as though you're pronouncing two letters. No, this became one letter, but pronounced two letters with certain rules and conditions. So I don't leave the exit of the letter because they both have the same exit. The Ba sukoon and the Ba fatha, they both have the same exit, the same makhraj, the same articulation point. So again, I'm gonna say ab, keep your lips closed, ab, and then open for the fatha. Ab, ba. What about this one? It's also a Ba sukoon with a kasra. So it's the same technique. Ab, bi. Again, ab. My lips are still closed. I didn't open them before I pronounced the second Ba, which is the kasra Ba. No, I keep my lips closed until I finish the two letters of the shaddah. Ab, bi. And the same thing here. Hamza fatha Ba sukoon ab. And then I pronounce the dhamma Ba, ab, bu. So this becomes ab, ba, ab, bi, ab, bu. Let's have a look at the letters. And I'm going to pronounce them. And I will leave some time, just a little time, between each letter so that you can, say after me. And you can actually stop the recording, say after me, and then listen again. Let's start with the letter Ba, which we already did. So it becomes ab, ba, ab, bu, ab, bi. But don't stay for a long time. Don't say ab, ba. This is very long time. It's ab, ba, ab, bu, ab, bi. The ta. Is it one of the hard letters? Is it one of the letters where the makhraj totally closes and the sound does not run? Remember, it was the ta and the kaf. They were both hard letters, but they had whisper. And the Ba had qalqala. But are we going to apply the whisper character? No. As I mentioned, we are not going to apply any of these characters, neither the qalqala nor the whisper. So how are we going to pronounce it? In this case, actually, I used a hamza kasra, okay? Just to show you that we can use whatever movement we need. So here, it's a hamza kasra, ta sukun, it, and then I'm going to pronounce the fatha, ta, it, ta. I'm not going to say it, ta, no. I'm going to stay where the makhraj is, where the exit is, until I pronounce the ta fatha. It, ta. Same here. I have it with a dhamma. It, tu, itti with a kasra. Okay? So don't say iti, itu, ita. This is not correct. You need to stop to show the sukoon ta first and then the moved ta. So it's it. This is the sukoon ta. Itta, ittu, itti. Okay? Very good. What about the letter tha? Is the letter tha one of the hard letters that have this hardness? No, because it belongs actually to the soft letters, to the rakhawa, meaning that the sound of this letter runs. So, if the sound runs of these letters, of this letter, this means that the makhraj, the exit, is opened a little bit, allowing the sound to run. Do we close the exit? No, because this is the nature of the exit of this letter. It is opened. So the sound is going to run when we are pronouncing the sukoon tha. So this letter is a tha. Get your tongue out, let it touch. Let the tip of the tongue touches the upper edge, the edge of the upper two teeth. Uth, uth, allowing the air to flow. Uth. So let us pronounce it with a fatha, Ash-shaddah, fatha. Utha. So it's running. Don't say utha. It's utha, uthu, uthi. Okay? What about the jim? Is the jim one of the soft letters? Or is it one of the hard letters? Or one of the in-between letters? It's one of the hard letters. Meaning that the exit of this letter, the nature of the exit of this letter is that it closes. The sound terminates. Meaning that it has qalqala. But we are not going to apply the qalqala in the shadda letter. So here we have a jim shadda fatha. So we are going to pronounce the two jim, the sukoon one and then the fatha one. Ud. The makhraj is closed. Ujja. Ijju. Ajji. In this case here, I moved the hamza with a dhamma, then with a kasra, then with a fatha, just so that you can exercise more pronunciation varieties. Okay? So again, ujja, ijju, ajji. Okay? What about the ha? The ha and the kha belongs to the soft character. So the sound is going to run a little bit. Here we have a hamza dhamma with a ha shadda with a fatha. So it's uha, You see how the sound is running? Uha, ihu. Again, ihu, ahi, ahi. Okay, very good. And the kha, the same thing, but we have to remember that the letter kha is one of the elevated letters. Harf mufakham, it's elevated. So it's not kha, it is kha, kha. So we are going to say ukha, and the sound is running a little bit. Ukha, ikhu. Again, ikhu, akhi. Is the hamza elevated letter? No. So don't say o, oha. It's not o. Okay? It's not a. It's a. Akhi. Okay? Let's move to other letters. And this is how we do it. We see, is this letter hard, or is it soft, or is it in between? The dal is one of the hard letters. It has qalqala, but we are not going to apply the qalqala. So we are going to do it like this. All of them has hamza dhamma. So udda. Keep your tongue where the makhraj is. Keep your tongue where the exit of the dal is. Ud. This is the dal sukoon. Udda. Uddu. Uddi. Okay? What about the letter dal? The letter dal is one of the soft letters. So get your tongue out, the tip of the tongue, let it touch the edge of the upper two teeth. But remember when we were talking about the letter tha? The letter tha, the tip of the tongue allows the air to flow. Like the letter the, this, for example, there's air moving. Okay? But here, the letter dal is not allowing any air to flow. So it touches the tip of the tongue, and the air that is used to pronounce this letter is all turned to sound. So it's the, but it's flowing. The sound is flowing. The. You can feel the vibration when you pronounce it right. You can feel the vibration of this letter in the upper lips from the inside. Idhu, idhi. By practice, it comes. More understanding, more practice, and you have to have a teacher to guide you, to tell you this is a correct pronunciation. And if you are not able to get the correct pronunciation, the teacher is capable to advise you how to do it so that the proper pronunciation is pronounced. Okay? What about the ra? Remember what we said about the ra last time? It's one of the in-between letters. So we are going to say ar-ra. Again, ar-ra. Control the ra. Don't say ar. Don't repeat the ra. Control the ra. Ar-ra. Ar-ru. Ar-ri. Now, this is elevated ra. This is elevated ra. And this is, if we just count the ra kasra, it's going to be lowered. But because we have a sukoon ra before it, a hamza, okay? So we are going to pronounce it like this. Ar-ri. Okay? What about the letter za? It's one of the letters that runs. It's a soft letter. Uz. Can you hear this flow of the sound? Uz, uzu, uzzi. Same with the sin. Issa, issu, issi. And then we come to the sheen. Also, it's a soft letter, meaning that the sound of the sheen runs. Asha, a lot of air. Asha, ashu, ashi. Okay, how is it? Okay, now I think we are going to stop here, and then insha'Allah we continue in the next recording, in the next lesson. I thank you so much for your attendance and your attention. I hope that this recording, that this lesson is of benefit to you. Please share with all your friends who need to learn how to read Qur'an. Press like and subscribe if you are interested to receive all the recordings as soon as they are published. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next lesson, insha'Allah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.